Hi guys, welcome to Cinnamon Reviews here on YouTube and on Instagram. Right here in the background is Sir. He did not want to move from the video. But today I have my September 2025 candle empties. So I have 14 candles. I had 2 more, but I didn't get to finish them. And we're just gonna go over them, if I would repurchase them, if set notes, how I liked it overall, the burn, how it smelled, and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to separate this by company. So let me start with a candle that my mom got me. So this is just from the Walmart brand Mainstays in the fragrance Pumpkin Spice. So we have fragrance notes of pumpkin, nutmeg, and cinnamon. So this was a very light scent, and the wicks were very bad. I actually had to lamp this, which I rarely lamp. I do have a candle lamp, but I just have it for decor. I never really use it. So of course I lit it the first time, and right away you got those like swampy wicks, and they barely stayed alive. So I just had to warm this up, and it didn't really smell, but of course I'm going to burn it because my mom got it for me. And of course she's just so thoughtful. She always gets me stuff that I like, especially since I like candles. She's been recently getting me candles. So that is the one and only Walmart candle that I burned. So let's move on to a candle from Circa 1955. So I purchased 3 candles from them in this last month, and honestly I already decluttered 2. I sent them to Emily on Instagram just because I'm just like, I don't want them, and she sent me 2 candles from that candle place. I sent her these 2 candles, and it was just like an even exchange. I just didn't like them. I burned one. I burned both of them for like an hour, and I'm like, yeah, this is not for me. So I sent them to her, and she's actually enjoying them, so I'm very happy that she is liking them. But I did finish pumpkin beignets. So this is just a pumpkin beignet scent. It had beignets, pumpkin, and I think powdered sugar. Okay, so I think in my dedicated review I mentioned that this was a nice fragrance, but one, it was too light. I think it was like at a 6, and it wasn't sweet enough. So I did have to burn like other fragrances with this fragrance. I think I burned pumpkin cinnamon bun. So again, this is nice, but it just wasn't what I wanted. And I don't think I'm going to purchase for Circa 1955 just because I feel like the scents are too out of the box and or not out of the box for me. So that's my first. If someone gifts them to me, I will burn them, but I don't think I'm going to take a break from buying from them just because the 3 candles that I did purchase, I didn't love them. So let's move on to the next largest part of my candle empties, which is Bath and Bodyworks. So I did burn a lot of these. Again, I'm trying to just burn as many Bath and Bodyworks candles as I can. I only have 3 right now, as you guys saw in my video from yesterday, my candle collection, but I do think I burned some good ones and then some bad ones this month. So let's just start with, honestly, probably one of my top burns from this month, strawberry strudel. So we have fragrance notes of fresh strawberry jam, flaky puff pastry, and sweet vanilla icing. This is in the same family as jelly donut or any donut fragrance. You get that dough note, and then you get that creamy icing, vanilla icing, which is the same icing that's in the pumpkin vanilla bun, pumpkin cinnamon bun. And then you get that jammy strawberry. The bad thing about this was, you know, the burn, but it's still, you know, burned. In terms of strength and performance, it did perform for me. I know a lot of people did not get so lucky with their strength and performance, so this was a good one for me, and I do have a backup of this. I don't plan on burning it anytime soon, but yeah, this one is a really good one this month. So let's move on to the next Bath and Body Works candle, Mahogany Vanilla. So we have fragrance notes of warm vanilla, fresh bergamot, sweet sandalwood. So this is a very nice mahogany vanilla fragrance. I think I mentioned in my review that this was kind of leaning borderline banana. So like the way that the vanilla played with the sandalwood and bergamot, it kind of smelled like a banana milkshake, not like a Laffy Taffy banana, like a very fresh banana, which I really enjoyed this one. I would repurchase this again, but I'm on a no buy until October 19th. So if they come up at SAS, maybe I'll purchase one. But again, I'm trying to transition to soy wax, so I'm not sure if I'm going to repurchase. If I do repurchase something, it's because I'm in love with the fragrance. For example, Noodle just came here, strawberry strudel. I will get backups of this one just because that one is just like, I cannot go without having that fragrance in my collection. Okay, let's move on to pumpkin cinnamon bun. We have fragrance notes of warm cinnamon roll, pumpkin spice, and vanilla frosting. This was an okay fragrance. I think I rated it a 7 out of 10. It was nothing special, but it was a nice burn and a nice fragrance. I just felt like it lacked the pumpkin and cinnamon. Like, I got a very strong dough note, like the bun, the cinnamon bun, cinnamon roll, and I got a lot of vanilla frosting. I think this is the same vanilla frosting note that's in their strawberry strudel, but I didn't get that much of the pumpkin spice. So I did burn this with, again, like I was saying, the pumpkin beignets, because it was a good combination. That other one was overly spiced. This one was not spiced enough, so the combination of both of these were great. So none of the ones that I mentioned so far would be a repurchase. The only two are strawberry strudel and mahogany vanilla. So let's move on to this next one, Harvest Gathering. So we have fragrance notes of fresh picked apple, autumn berries, and clove buds. Okay, so this one did burn all the way until the end. This one was somewhat okay. I just think this was too clovey for me. I got the apple. It was a nice apple. I think this is the same apple that's in the afternoon apple picking fragrance that I have here, but it was just too clove forward. I do not like clove with fruits. I like clove in gourmets, not in fruits. Noodle. So I don't think I would repurchase this again. I do have this in the hand soap and I'm liking it in the hand soap, but no, this is not a repurchase for me. I'm just not a huge fan of clove. Okay, let's move on to the second to last Bath & Body Works, Honeycrisp Hayride. So we have fragrance notes of beautiful weekend full of Honeycrisp apples and crisp autumn leaves. So this one burned all the way to the bottom too. Honestly, this is like a perfumey apple. I get that apple note, like a Honeycrisp apple note, but it's not as bright or crisp. But then I get that leaves with it. Very nice fragrance, but I just don't think I would have repurchased it again. The next one is afternoon apple picking. So we have fragrance notes of, hi Nala, crisp apples, succulent pear, and cinnamon. I didn't get that much cinnamon in this fragrance, which I'm fine with. Hi Nala, hi, hi. We're on a pause for Nala. Look at who's here. Who's here, Nala? Okay, where's your ball? Where's your toy? Where's your toy? Okay, I'm getting attacked by Nala right now. Okay, let's sit down. Let's sit down. Good girl. Good girl. Now they're going to start fighting. Okay. So this one, it was a nice apple fragrance, but it was too sweet. I think I mentioned it in my review. This was way too sweet. Noodle, look at who's here. Your ball is over here, Noodle. Come here. Look at your ball right here. He's barking because his ball is behind the bowl. So yeah, this was very sweet, very, very sweet. I could only burn this within like an hour or two, so this would not be a repurchase. Noodle, look at who's here. They get crazy when someone is here. Look at who's here, Noodle, look it. Okay, let's move on to, actually one more Bath & Body Works fragrance, which is Cider Lane. As you can see, I didn't burn the rest of this. Towards the end, it did start getting burnt starting. I think I did my review right here. Noodle, there's a ball right here, Noodle. I just cannot, and I'm not refilming this. I'm so sorry if you're watching because of the barking. If you have dogs, you'll know what I mean. Okay, Noodle, come here, Noodle. Come here. Come here, Noodle. Come here. Now, Nala's coming instead of Noodle. Okay. So we have Cider Lane, fragrance notes of warm caramel, Granny Smith apple, dark brown sugar, and ground clove. So this was a nice fragrance. Again, I'm not a fan of warm cider at all. So this was a very, very, very good, considering the fact that I don't like a warm apple drink. So yeah, it started smelling burnt. I got I think it was a dark brown sugar that started smelling too burnt for me. And the apple was nice. I'm not a huge fan of Granny Apple Smith fragrances, but this one ended up being nice. So I did purchase a clean version of this from Caramel Sundae. So I'm wondering how that compares to this one. Let's move on now to only the 2 candles that I burned from Caramel Sundays, not because I didn't want to, but because my selection was very limited this month because I missed last month's restock in August. He got his ball. But I got more this month. I'm so excited because I have so many fall candles to burn. But yeah. Okay, hi Noodle. Are you happy that you got your ball? Okay, so I'm going to go over the 2 fragrances from Caramel Sundays that I did burn. This one is my favorite candle that I burned this whole month. Like literally my favorite candle. We have Halloween, and I finished this in the 4-wick. I started burning this a week ago, and honestly, so good. This reminds me of a pumpkin pecan waffles or pecan waffles from Kringle. Okay, go Noodle, go. Pecan waffles from Kringle right here, except with a pistachio note. So this was such a nice fragrance. I wish I would have gotten 2. Like that's how much I love this. Caramel Sundays does awesome with their pistachio note. Let me just throw his ball over here. They do amazing things with their pistachio. So I'm hoping that they do release a pistachio fragrance for the holiday season. If not, that's fine. But again, this one was a huge winner for me. Like my favorite that I burned this month. Okay, the next one that I burned is Sugar Pumpkin Pretzel from Caramel Sundays. This was notes of warm pretzels, ginger, pumpkin icing. And I actually already cleaned it out because I'm going to save the vessel. This one was not my favorite. I liked it. I'm glad that I purchased it. It just smelled like a ginger snap cookie with a little bit of pumpkin icing. It didn't smell like pretzels whatsoever, which I'm glad because I don't think I would have liked that. But yeah, I don't think I would repurchase this, but I have the orange vessel now. So let's move on to this candle right here, Winter Walk. This is my last candle from Milk House Candle Company. So this was a apple fragrance, a single wick, which sucked. I could literally only get like a 4 in a bathroom, so this was designated because my bathroom has like a closing, like the bathroom part has like the toilet part has like a closed door, so this only worked in that space, literally such a small space. So the last 2 candles that I burned were from that candle place. We have Apple Maple Crumble. This one was a nice fragrance. It was like a spicy apple gourmand, like a crumble with a lot of spice. So I really enjoyed this one. But my favorite one was this pumpkin spice one. Smelled like pumpkin buttercream, like buttercream with pumpkin spice in it. I loved this one. So thank you guys so much for watching. Next month, I know that the profile of how many candles from per company are going to be different. So I'm sorry I'm in a rush. I have other things to do. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit a like, subscribe, comment down if you burned any of these. Thank you guys for watching, and guys, see you next time. Bye.